On. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yo, not a great area. It's great chilling on the Mighty Mar. And I'm joined by the Hall of Famer himself, Mr. Donovan Travis, D-Trad. What it is. What it
Thanks for
do.
having me. Listen, we got to start talking to each other like these celebrities do. All right. I have never heard them say anything bad. It's always like the best human being. Oh, he's just my favorite. The best human being possible. I don't hear anything bad about other celebrities until they do something wrong.
Yeah, case in point, the Charlie Sheen documentary, right?
Yo, if y'all have not seen that, it was everything that I wanted. This man is wild.
Yeah, he is, yo. And then the people around him, like Sean Penn, was like crazy too.
Enabling that shit. There was
Yeah,
when the black dude was sober.
that's right. Everybody needs to have a good, solid black friend, yo. Like a good black friend. Everyone needs a good, solid.
Honest. We're gonna tell you the honest truth. Like, but
You know what I'm saying?
we're not kind of enable you, but we're still gonna be there for your outlet. But man, what a great documentary! Right. It was everything I wanted.
Real quick before we kick off, question for you: Daylight savings time. Are you for that or are you against that?
Against it.
So you think the clock should just remain the same all year round?
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, daylight savings time was for like the farmers, wasn't it? I forget what it was intended for.
I don't care what it was. Honestly.
So they get more. They get more. I thought it was like for the farmers, so they get like more like sunlight.
I'm thinking about sleep. I'm like, yo, I could use an hour today, bro. I'm like, when is it? I think we already did it already, but I'm like, maybe we could just keep the hours the same throughout the whole year, right?
If I wake up, that sun needs to be there. I should not be looking outside at like 7 o'clock and it's pitch black. That's the worst feeling in the world. You look out, you just like, oh, jeez, man.
Yeah, that's how it was this morning. It's like dark, it's rainy. I'm like, where's the sun at? It's just like, feels like I should just be sleeping. Like I work out and I feel like I should come back and just go to sleep. Like, where's the sun at? I need more sleep. Hey, all right, yo, we're gonna talk a little football, talk a little Africa situation. You know, that's my heart. My heart's always there. A new racist, and try to talk a little bit about this political violence. Try to wrap it all up. Like I said,
yes, sir.
Little gray area, a little gray challenge. GC, not PC. You feel me? Hey, let me kick us off a little bit about the Ravens real quick, man. I said last week the Ravens was gonna lose to the Browns. Then I was gonna move to Idaho, which I think is the next state that doesn't have football, and start up and enlist my family in some type of pottery activity, and then follow like the pottery because this is the year. I know it's just week 3. It has to be. It has to be. So there's only a few teams in the league that are actually in the window, right? Like the Ravens. I was listening to on the radio the other day, and I believe this, that there's only a few teams that are in the Super Bowl window right now that can win a Super Bowl. There's 4 teams that are above everybody else at week 3, and it could probably be the end of the season. Philadelphia, Green Bay, Baltimore, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Those 4 teams, I think, can end up going to their respective conference championships.
Like right now, they look nice.
Like right now, because they got depth at every position.
Yes.
But Baltimore's thing is that they just do late game dumb shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be the Browns, right? 70,000 in incentives. I'm most impressed with just like, obviously the run game. Run game was good. Diversity.
But he only had like 23 yards though. Derrick Henry, I was like,
Derrick Henry only had 23 on 11 carries, but I think that there's a threat to run the ball, right? Like,
yeah.
And okay, like the game, they only had the rushing, for the team wasn't the greatest, but I feel like we're always a threat to run the ball.
Yeah.
That's like our identity. So when we play against a team like the Browns, who may be good against the run, then I think our diversity in the passing game starts to shine.
Yeah, you got Myles Garrett over there, so I mean he's worth every penny. So you're running away from him the whole game easily.
Right, and that's why the Green Bay is nice too, because they have Micah Parsons, and I think that you got to scheme against that.
Yes.
And then you got Rashad Gary on the other side. You know what I mean? But we do lack a pass rush. I think that is one of Baltimore's weaknesses. It's the pass defense and the pass rush. So this game, we can talk about it a little bit. I want to hear your thoughts. this game on Monday night against the Lions is going to be a huge game because it's going to show, can we win against a legitimate contender under the lights all 4 quarters? We did it before, but can we do it again? And can we actually defend the pass?
Yeah, I think the Lions are going to be hungry too. About your pass rush, I think probably the biggest thing is I think you guys have to blitz to establish. You can't just rush forward. You know what I mean? You can't. You guys send your linebackers, Smith. Um, you got to bring Cal Hamilton off the edge or something. I mean, the disguise is there, but I haven't seen just a four-man rush and you can drop 7. I think you miss like the Packers. The Packers can just rush 4 and be effective too. So no, the game started off slow. But hey, you guys got some speed, man. You guys got some players. So I think I don't think it's the most complete team, but it's just the most ready team to win that Super Bowl. So like I said, your defense is solid. Definitely excited for Monday night for you guys because them Lions is hungry. The Lions, I think they dropped week 1 if I'm not mistaken. But they got talent too, so they're my sleeper team. I think last year when they had to go on the road, who had to go? It was like Lions and Vikings, right? One of them, they were both like 15, like 13 and something, and one of them had to go on the road in a playoff game. They need to fix that stuff, right? The standings and whatnot. But I love what your Ravens are doing. I think Lamar Jackson, if he can stay healthy, he's good. I feel so bad for Andrews. Every time I look at him, I just think about that drop he had.
Drop,
Jimmy,
fumble.
Derrick Henry's fumbling a lot too, and I don't think anybody's ever said that. Well, people are starting to catch on to the punching. It's very, very effective too. So, but I just feel so bad for Andrews, man. He's giving that city so much. What that drop?
Speaking of giving the city so much, did you want to touch on Joe Flacco, Pauls? Like you talked about he's a starting quarterback right now. Is it time to make a change in Cleveland?
I don't know, man. I think you give him a couple more games. He's a solid veteran quarterback. I think some of his protection is kind of iffy at times, but I think he's the best. You gotta let these players watch and develop. You know what I mean? Get them mental reps. I hate to sound like a broken record, but it does come with the price of like being a rookie quarterback. You don't want to put him in too soon. And he needs to go out there and start wilding. You got to watch Flacco. I like it. He's very poised. I saw the interception he threw. He was trying to tackle that dude so hard. He looked like he was trying so hard to run, but he was still stuck in first gear.
I haven't not been able to even watch the games though, bro. I've been at travel baseball like on Sundays. That's like from 11 to like 3:30. We've been, outside.
CNN hero.
You real outside.
Yeah. But no, I don't think you switch him out yet. I think the team still has confidence in him. He's throwing some good balls too. So pause. But yeah, no, I don't think so yet. But we're gonna do with Shedeur Sanders and Dylan Gabriel. At least maybe the second half of the season when I have a chance. So, but Myles Garrett, he got that big contract, so he ain't going nowhere.
Right.
But I think you stick with him.
So tell me more about your Chiefs, man. So you got the Eric Berry jersey on. You representing Mace calls it Title Town.
That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback.
Oh, that's the tough dude too, yo.
That's my quarterback, man. If they losing, this is the best time to be a fan. Don't throw away your jersey because they're losing. This is the best time to be a fan. You know what I mean? So I'm sticking with them. It's my quarterback, man. Like I think they're trying to end the game in the first quarter on the first play. You know what I mean? Like they look uncomfortable. They think they're doing home run hits every single play, and not do the short game. It's really, really bad when Mahomes is your leading rusher with 66 yards. I mean, he's running. I know you've seen injuries around the league, so that's why I get a little scared about that. Kelsey, $1 billion girlfriend. He don't care. I wouldn't.
How you feel about him injuring his teammate Xavier Worthy, like running into each other?
I think that was just an accident.
Yeah, it
You
was a
know,
straight accident.
they probably practice that play a million times, and it's a rub route. You know, everybody knows that. Um, but it is sloppy though. It's like, come on, man, like that's,
Yeah,
that's one of the stars of the Chiefs right now. But hopefully we turn it around. Defense looks so suspect, man. We can't stop the run. That's what happens when you don't invest in your defense. I don't think it's ever been a Super Bowl team that didn't have a good defense. You
yeah,
gotta stop them somehow. And that tush push though too.
yeah.
It looks dangerous. But hey, that's football. Don't let them in a position where they have to do that. So um, what are you gonna do unless they change it? It does look dangerous. Well, first of all, they're false starting. That's number one. Guards is taking off before the snap even goes. You can see it every time, but they're winning. Smith is nice. Barkley, like we can't do. We can't only we're gonna do so much. So, shout out to Eagles again. Oh my God, if we lose to a third time, I don't know. You might have to check on me, man.
Honestly, yo, I'm just tired of seeing the same teams, bro. Like the NFL is built on parity, right? I think that over the years we've kind of got stuck. I'll say it, right? But you're a fan, so you're delighted to see the Chiefs in there every year. I think I said on the chat, right? The last 6 years, you've been to like what, 5 Super Bowls, won three,
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
but
that.
I've been a
You know what
fan
I
since
mean?
Alex
Lost
Smith,
two.
Tom
Well, yeah,
Brady,
yeah, yeah.
Andrew Luck sent us
I'm not
home.
questioning. I'm not questioning your timing of your
No, I'm saying
fandom.
I had my
You know what I'm
valley
saying?
before, just because we're on the up and up.
Yeah, but it's like a historic up and up. It's not like like the Ravens. We won one, and then took like 13 years to get back to another one.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Ray Lewis had to get deer antler sprayed for his biceps. You know what I'm saying? We had the
Hey,
lights
that
went
face
out in New
mask.
Orleans. Yeah, and he had the Bane face mask. Those was like two different eras from Miami partying to New Orleans and the lights out. And like that every year in between those, like we always feel like we have a chance. Same thing with like the St. Louis Rams, right? Now they're LA Rams, but they had a run with the greatest show on turf with Kurt Warner and Marshall Faulk and Torrey
Yeah,
Holt.
they
And you
took
know what
him
I'm saying?
out.
They're riding the wave and then it goes down. But I like those waves. I like to see the Broncos in the championship when they was
Yeah.
playing the Seahawks, man. And
Mm.
we was at your crib. Weren't we in El Paso back in the day? At Fort
Were we?
Bliss. What was at we was at your spot watching the Super Bowl.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
think.
we was all turned up too. Uh yeah, because I remember seeing who got smacked across the middle, one of the D backs from Seattle, Cam Chancellor.
Cam Chancellor. I was about to say,
Yeah,
yeah, Earl
came
Thomas,
across the
somebody.
middle. Yeah, came across and put his shoulder on somebody. I was like, oh yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
game.
Yeah,
And
it's
from there we was just chilling for real.
those good old days. The good old days.
But I want to see more parity in the NFL in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl. Like the
They need to
Eagles,
do something
salute.
to sell more and
Like
have
the
it entertaining.
Jaguars been bad. The Panthers been bad. The like I want to see the Falcons back and just like
Yeah.
like I want to see a little bit more culture. And that's why the
Yeah.
NBA game is so great because they got that imported culture. They
Yeah.
highlight the the small markets like OKC. Okay, ratings don't do well. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let the game speak for itself. The game got to speak for itself. And right now,
Yeah.
Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes got a monopoly on the NFL. I don't even know if anyone, just because they're 0-2, I know 11% of the teams have been making it to the playoffs that are
Yeah.
0-2. But if it's going to be one team, and that 11% that make it,
We have to be like the
that color
Giants.
that you got on right now.
We're going to be like that Giants when they made that run. They went on the road, won every game,
The
and they
Giants, we don't,
ended the perfect season of the
mm,
Patriots. I know that hurt. You know how bad it
yeah.
must have hurt. Oh, one game away.
And they broke
Perfect.
records too. They had the
Perfect.
like Tom Brady and Randy Moss had like the single season record for like passing
Man,
touchdowns.
I
And
wanted Randy to get one too, so bad,
I
man.
know
And I think you mentioned the Falcons too. That's how I feel about Julio Jones, how they did him. Like they could have, that Super Bowl loss was, oh my God. It's like
on the
a
mountain.
slow like cruise ship that you can't stop.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
that Austin Powers. He's like, slow down.
Yo, you got some old school movie references, bro. How do you always, are you like a big movie guy?
Friends.
Oh, okay.
I was just joking.
That
No,
explains it.
especially the directors and stuff like that, and hidden messages, stuff that people doesn't see. So I just remember these small little tidbits, and yeah, man, I'm old, man. What you expect?
Gee, I'm just the same age as you.
2 years away from some copper fit or something, you know?
Yeah. Copper fit, eugenics.
little back thing, like.
They got to chill with all them commercials too, yo. It's like they aging us. And I be in the gym early in the morning watching Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. And now they add more old people into it.
Yeah, they just show old things like, you got ED, right? Here you go.
And they be like, it helps you get stronger, faster, make you feel younger. Hey, and she'll love you too. Like, what? Give me 5.
We got like Brett Favre and Jerry Rice throwing and stuff. They looking old as hell.
Yeah.
I just saw one where it's like they have their little little elliptical while you sit down. I was like, that is some old
I ain't gonna
shit.
lie.
I was looking at it though. I was like,
I like that because it supports like the blood flow
yeah,
in your legs. Cause I think a part of being old is just like not moving as much as we used to. You
and
know what I'm
accepting
saying?
it too. Just accept that we old, brother. You know what I mean?
Because
Like,
Bud Crawford, he's 32nd. He had a mega fight this weekend. I know we ain't talking about the fight a little bit today, but
yeah,
I
that was
mean,
clinical work. But hey, he puts that work in.
yeah,
He's running that night. I ain't running that night. Shit, I'm worried about
nonstop.
mosquitoes and shit.
All right, yo. Last takeaway. Any last words on your Chiefs this weekend, or from last weekend, or going into this weekend? Who you guys got this weekend?
I don't even know. I'm still upset about the Eagles, man. Let me look it up real quick. No, who was it? I think it's someone decent too. Oh, come on. I just looked at this
That
too.
I put you on the spot. No, you got the Giants. There ain't nobody decent. The
Oh,
Giants 0-2 versus 0-2. He a 6.5 point favorite.
I'll tell you right
You take
now.
it. You guys gonna go by 6.5? You take
I
that?
don't know. If we get
Sunday
down,
night. Sunday night. Sunday night. See, this is
if,
okay. So
if we
listen,
lose
yo.
to the Giants, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna put that car in neutral and just push it off a cliff.
Hey, you see in Charlie Sheen, they had his Beanz was like pushed across, pushed down the hill 2 nights in a row. You saying your car gonna be like?
He probably said, "Watch this, watch this."
Oh my goodness. All right, yo. Let's move on, yo. South Sudan systematic looting. All right, so the United Nations, the Commission on Human Rights.
Investigated. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
let me just so you can bring in more background details as you please, but I brought this story to you because uh essentially the heart of it, right? And we talked about this back and forth about, how we identify um, you know,
Black and
black
African, Black Hawaiian.
black American, African American. I had pride when I was bubbling African American. I felt like
Yeah.
I was connected to my roots.
Mm.
And then now it's like black. And it's like it's cool, I guess, black American, it's cool, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But I still love my African American roots. And so we do some things, I was thinking about this yesterday. Like we bet on sports a lot, but if I could bet if on black people being in the building based on the rims outside of the in the parking lot.
Start betting everything.
There was a moment in time when like rims, and my dad even said it too. Anytime you see the rims, you know the brothers around there somewhere.
I see, I'm in Texas, they got them blades and stuff.
Yeah.
And
You see a Tesla with rims, it's probably a black person driving it.
I saw one with the black rims. It's
Really?
white with black rims. I was like, what the? I was like, okay, that looks kind of nice, but I'm thinking my electricity bill. I don't know about that, man. You got to charge that shit. It's like having a pool or something.
So rims, I associate the modern day brother with rims a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because we flashy, we cool, we like to be different. But Africa leaders do it way different. So
Oh yeah.
these South Sudanese authorities, the leaders over there paid $1.7 billion to a construction company that did not do any work. That is a new level.
Say the N
That is
word,
a
but that
new,
that is some N word
yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Now that is a new level of Negro that I don't know if we ever will achieve to be. But what are your thoughts on this? Because I mean, I'm just like, I don't know if I'm impressed. Because look, let's just flip the script. If I'm a president of a country that's, going through some things, going through troubles, we don't all know, everybody don't know the, half the story. We always know half the story.
Yeah.
But I got 1.7 billion of the country's wealth, and like I pay for you to do to make a highway, and there's no highway, and there's not gonna be one.
It's just dirt roads.
And I asked you to make it, you like, nah, I'm good.
As comparing it to America, yeah, they got that jackhammer. They're on the phone like,
Right.
make it look like they're working. Like
Right.
America, when you start getting pissed off when that construction has not been done within like 2 months. When it closed down like a single road, it's like, yo, what is going on? I don't see nobody working.
Mhm.
Especially in Arizona, but they work at night because it's so hot. But like, man, a lane will be closed for like 6 months to a year. You're like, where is this money? Like, what's going on here? And that's how I feel about Sudan. I think that someone is pocketing money. They got corruption. Corruption's everywhere. So they get money from the UN, but at least they're taking it from them, I guess. I don't know. It just, you got people starving over there.
Hey, but you brought up a good point though. Like with traffic.
I can just see him eating like a steak, like just looking out the window because he's starving. He's like, let me close the blinds. I don't want them to see me eating this.
Oh snap!
Hey, tell them to back them up 200 meters, please. Make me feel bad.
Right. Come out the house like, okay.
And then throw the steak in the crowd.
Now, I have a G4 classification to laugh and talk about because I've been there. I lived there for a year in the bush,
Man, that must have been amazing.
In my army times. So I have a very fond appreciation for the African community. I feel like I'm a part of it. That's why I'm passionate about that, right? I feel like it was just like overnight, just like don't drop the African and just put black. It's like,
Yeah.
damn. Because I think everybody in the country in the United States of America should go to Africa, not like for at least 2 to 3 weeks to be immersed in the culture. Because we joking about it, but it's for real. Like they be out on the street, instead of like squirrels, you see squirrels around.
Yeah.
They got monkeys around. You know what I mean?
Do they have like hyenas going around like pets too?
Oh no. That's like in the safari, like in the
okay.
like you know what I mean, in the grasslands and stuff like that. But
Okay.
as far as like in the communities and the villages and stuff like that, you know what I mean? You'll see like like antelope. You'll see like certain types of you'll certainly see like a lot of different types of
Like exotic
wildlife.
animals. Yeah.
Yeah. But they're just like us. Like they just
Yeah.
kicking it. Like the squirrels are kicking it. Like the birds, you'll see bigger birds, or like the way they move together. It's just it's so beautiful.
Yeah. I think it'll just be good. What's the best way to say it? Just to see a bunch of black people going around. Like no one's like
Yeah.
concerned, around here like, oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're like always like on the lookout, but they're probably just
Right.
like just walk right past you like you're normal and stuff like that. I think that would be the feel
Exactly.
good. That would probably be the best feeling over there.
Exactly. No, 100%. But we'll monitor that situation. But
Everyone's corrupt. That's the main part of the story. Everyone's corrupt.
So speaking of corrupt, let's bring it back home, man, to the United States, man. Tell me more about this judge that has the new
Oh
races,
my
and
gosh.
you're okay to curse or swear or say whatever on here. You can say whatever you
Oh,
want.
okay. Yeah, I try to
Yeah,
reserve because
I
we
mean you
both.
can reserve for sure, but
I just do it. I just do it because we both got kids and kids hear everything.
yeah,
You know
100%.
what I mean?
Some kids, man,
Geez, so
crazy.
I try to shoot and try to pull back on it, not just for here, but just for in my life, because she's always
100%.
listening, always watching. So this is
100%.
Judge Kathleen Ryan. So it's Oakland County. This is in Detroit. So she got removed from the bench. Right? I think she's been on there for like 13 years, and one of her staffers, I think, was always being harassed by her, calling on the weekends, say she's sleeping with this one, and she just went off. And I know I sent that picture. I'm just like, she said, if you're a black from any other country, you're doing way better. But if you're an African American black person, then you're a fucking lazy.
Yeah, and that's why I was about to say, like, you can
She
swear
said,
here because that's yeah,
I am the new races. Here, I thought old races was doing just fine. There's already a new type. But this is the scary part because her position is, in charge of people's lives and everything. So like for her to be like that, you see her now, you're like, oh, I don't have a chance. You know what I mean?
right.
They're supposed to be fair and impartial, right? They say the law is blind, right? Doesn't matter what you do, who you are, we gotta follow certain. All right, now I'm pretty sure she followed certain guidelines. I don't know if she was just having a hard day and just this and that, but it's not just black people. She was saying that about gay people and all that stuff too. So you can't have a person like that who's making very very like life decisions on the docket. And I think the bad part about it, the guy who recorded it, he said he already sent it to somebody, but she didn't do nothing for like 3 months. And so he like sent it to everybody, including the news. And then something happened. So I don't know if they're dragging the feet. They didn't want the controversy, but I wonder how much of this goes on with other judges.
Yeah, I was
That
gonna ask you how much you think this goes on with just other like people. You know what I mean? Like just in general, because
well,
these judges
you
are
kind of,
appointed, right?
no, 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 no. She's been on the bench for like 13 years. And so he just got tired of it. Uh, but I think other people are smarter, don't say nothing. And they, you can see it by the sentencing. Like they'll sentence a black dude, probably it's already been reported. They sent black people more because and then like you'll see a judge for like a white guy be like, oh, prison would be too hard for him. Like, the heck is that? You know what I mean? Or maybe I'll find a story where I think there's one where it's like a black and white dude, same crime, same everything, did it. The black guy got like, well, he had priors, but so he got like a lengthy, more sentencing than the white guy did. And I was like, dang, that's not fair. It's supposed to be fair and impartial. But I think this goes on a lot. So you just gotta be careful out there, man. Make sure your stuff's straight. Oh my God, I can't imagine going to prison. I'd be like Shawshank Redemption, bro. I'm like, it's probably betting I'll crack first that first night.
I think seeing that Beyond Scared Straight. Well, I mean, so
That was
being from
good.
Baltimore, I already knew like,
Yeah.
I seen people come home and stuff, and know people that went away, and it's like, yo, I don't. You just don't want to give up your time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
your freedom. But
Yeah.
to kind of like close it out here with uh Judge Kathleen Ryan saying that like I'm a new racist. Like whether you're an old racist, a new racist,
Yeah.
you're still racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no room for racism. I think that the narrative in our country a lot of times like we gloss over racism. Like we feel like it's oh you're not racist, oh you're not racist, but there's a subconscious and I know what
Mm-hmm.
people are saying, right? Like there's a subconscious perspective of certain ethnicities to other ethnicities. Like you were just saying in Africa, right? You're just
Yeah.
everyone's black. We're just walking right past each other. We don't have the space, time, or the luxury to say you're a different color or you're a different
Mm-hmm.
descent. No, we're all literally the same walking past
Yeah.
each other. So there's no room for the racism. Now I get it. There's probably some like segregation and prejudice based off tribal stuff and things like that in the continent. But for our country, like we just need to look at each other as equal and it's possible. And we have to understand that like there's some people that love cottage cheese and love
Spinach dip.
and I love spinach dip too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you ain't
Some
gonna bring it over. You don't go to a certain restaurant for a spinach dip. You just, oh, okay, it's on
yeah.
there. Nice, nice.
Yeah, if I
Okay.
went to any of my family functions and brought some like unseasoned macaroni salad and spinach dip, they would look at me like Benedict Arnold.
Like, who the heck did this?
Like, yo, tell me why Lamar brought this unseasoned macaroni salad and spinach dip to the cookout.
Not a speck of red on there, just
Right.
white.
You know what I'm saying? And just a sprinkle of salt. Not too much.
Oh man, you better put some season on that, or like some hot sauce or something. Jesus.
It's okay. That's still love though, right?
Yeah,
But if I
still.
came over with some like fried chicken and collard greens and sweet potato pie, like, all right, we partying too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now there's a
Yeah.
drawback to that. Your cholesterol up, blood sugar
Yeah.
going up, diabetes. You know what I'm
Everything.
saying? Like
Everything in the book.
there's always repercussions with like so, but it's all love. It's all in the container of love and equality. If we're able to do that, then like some of these things like just won't happen. So like I'm going to take this and shift it to our final topic of political violence and Charlie Kirk. I know this is a sensitive topic, yo.
It
And a
is.
lot of
It
these
is.
topics are kind of like sensitive, right? That's why we always lead them with some sports. I'll talk about the Ravens. I know we'll talk about the Chiefs, and
Yeah.
we'll try to talk about like some current events and things that are going on and having these difficult conversations that honestly to me always lie within the gray area. And that's why we on here, we great chilling. We chilling,
Yeah.
we cooling, we gaming, we love and respect everybody. And there's no malice towards any one entity
Yeah.
in the dialogue. And I always welcome anybody to be a guest. You know, we record Wednesday, 7 a.m. Come out ass.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
want to say something real quick about
go
that.
ahead.
They they're doing it on purpose. They're dividing us on purpose, right? Every time you see, the president holding up like, oh, look at this black guy killed this white girl. They're dividing us, right? They're saying like these people are so violent. You should leave them alone, right? Everything is about race, and they focus so much about, oh, DNI, this and that. It's like if you can do the job, you can do the job. It should be performance based, but they always throw it in our face. We do the census and, oh, I'm black or I'm African American. I don't know why they always say like, are you Hispanic or not Hispanic? Do you ever see that?
Yes.
It's like, why?
There's so much division.
Why? Yes or no? Like, what is that going to trigger something? The ice to get you? Like, why? I'm black, but I'm not Hispanic. It's like, like why? So they're trying to divide us. And I think there's a video with not Bernie Mac, Bernie Sanders, who describes how the Republican Party is doing this. They're gonna privatize education. They're already doing that. They already got rid of the education department, which is whatever. And they're going to divide us, so we know the real issue. And once we get together and stop this nonsense, January 6th would have been a lot nastier. So we will come together. It's going to take something nasty again. It's going to take another George Floyd incident. It's going to take another, you know what I mean, something like that to bring us together and realize and when I mean poor, I mean people that are millionaires and below, right? And that's a big group of people. Not a lot of people making $1 million. So if the majority can come together and stop this nonsense that's going on, we'll be a lot better as a country, because we'll realize, shoot, I understand the KKK. I don't, they're not hanging people no more. They're open. They're honest. Don't come here. You got it. I believe you. I see the red robe. I'm not messing with you, but at least they're honest. And we say like the quiet racism, the Donald Sterlings. That's the things I'm scared of. Because they have huge impact and huge roles that can alter my life. And I don't even know their name. I don't even see them. They have other people who do that. So it will take another time for us to come together. Something bad, really, really bad is going to happen. But it's got to go through this. We're the first country to allow a big mix of people to try to cohabit in the country. So one day we'll definitely come together.
You know, you had me thinking too. I mean, when you talk about coming together, I hope there's not another, obviously, right, George Floyd situation, but I would almost go as far to say, I'm glad I'm out of the army, but like,
Yeah,
there might need to be another like engagement, right? Like a country to country engagement. I don't want to, talk about war in a way that like incites it,
yeah,
but when we have those large engagements, like when we were going through like 9/11 and when we were
yeah,
going through those, like, it was probably about 12 years, 12 to 13 years, and then some more, a little bit more after that, was like we were together. It wasn't like we were against each other, um, in far as our ethnicities, and maybe because we were younger too, right? We're getting, like you mentioned before, we're in that eugenics era
yeah,
now where we're a little older and stuff, and now we can see things. And I will say Trump, the combination between Donald Trump's transparency, social media, and us being old, we see a lot more than what we used to, right? Because when you're in college and you're playing football and we're, what I'm saying, in the army and our day to day and the way that we were moving, it was like we didn't have time to sit down and listen. We didn't have time to sit down and watch or hear or care that because we had to go to the range. We got to go to class. We got to go to practice. We got to go to a game or something like that. So it was always that. And now that we're older and we can see it and understand it, we have kids and we want
yeah,
to be able to educate them the right way. The biggest thing for me is love and equality just for everybody, like no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You follow the money and it starts to divide us a little bit. But if you have like a large war or some type of engagement that's beneficial to our country and also keeps our soldiers sharp and things like that, we may actually see more of a cohesive like society in a way that doesn't breed division so
yeah,
much because it's getting to the point where, like, how far does this go, right? The flag is at half staff. Um, uh,
yeah. So like I don't understand that. Like there's people are dying every day. He was just talking to students and spreading his view, which is fine. Like I said, I don't wish evil on nobody. I mean, that guy had a family. You know what I mean? Wife,
right.
had a kid, and he would just talk about what he believes in. And this is America. You're able to do that, and we got to get to the point where we got sit there and let him talk and hear where he's coming from, and just say, "No, I don't agree with that." That's all you got to say. But he did say some reckless things.
He did, and I didn't follow him that much. I didn't really know of him that much. I didn't, it's not like he's popping up in my algorithm in the morning.
Yeah,
So,
every once
but
in a while I hear what he says, but
I remember there's a African leader that said, "I can promise you freedom of speech, but not freedom after speech." And it's
ooh,
like, yeah, that was pretty deep, right?
ooh,
And I don't want us to feel like that in America. We should have freedom of speech and then freedom after speech. Um, but he's got a, unfortunately, he has a point. And I just pray for the safety of our world, man. Jeez
yeah,
Louise.
and if anything that comes from this, you just got to be accountable for your words and how you say
Yeah.
things, right? If I say, hey, you're a POS, you're gonna immediately get mad. But if I'm like, hey man, you might not want to do that. It's just the accountability part. Just make sure what you're saying um, is you say it in a way that you don't incite violence or some
Hmm.
whether that dude was I think that dude was crazy anyway, mental health, and I think he was crazy and just like, oh, the guy who's white, oh, if he was black, oh Lord Jesus.
You saw that he was his roommate or maybe a potential lover was like a transgender, like I think he was a dude changing into a girl or something like that. Now I got nothing but love for the community too, though. I'm not trying to like, but
Oh
I
yeah,
think
no,
that
I
they're,
don't
they're
care
trying
what
to
you do.
use it for the political. Again, it's trying to get into the political rhetoric that doesn't need to exist. I'll say this: if he had talked about rims, right,
Yeah.
and not any, I'll just mess around, yo. But
Yeah,
no, for
yeah,
real, if I was like you said, not to incite violence, I'd be like, hey, let's stay with these factory rims. Like, there's no reason for. And I think the rims have gone like basic, right? They haven't been spinning as much. Like the Spree-Rail rims was at the height, like that was the height of Black African American
we had songs
Spree-Rail.
about it.
So they put them on shoes. Remember? They put the spinning rims on shoes.
You know, I don't have no facts. No way. I better not see some of you with some rims on your shoes. You know,
If I ever had a great Chillin summit, I would just give out rims with shoes on them, or shoes with rims on them, though, all over the place, yo. You know what I'm saying?
or like the Heelys or something.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully that incites more peace than anything. You go get your
Yeah,
shoe and put your rim on it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Customized shoes with rims will be a way to keep us together.
yeah.
Like,
But I
damn,
do think for the most part we do cohabit pretty well. You know, it's
we do.
it's
We do.
just the only stories that get put out are the worst of the worst. You
Exactly.
know me, they don't talk about. You know how many times I've been pulled over by the cops and let go. I have never really had an issue. Actually, the black one's the one I was scared of, but I have never had an issue. You know, my parents said, "Hey, when the cops pull you over, lower your windows, put your hands on the steering wheels, and wait for them to come up there, so that you know you're good. Show them respect." Usually, the veteran thing helps out a lot. But I'm honestly, you know, I never been dragged out of the car and beat up. You know what I mean? So that doesn't sell. So they're going to show the woman who's yelling, "Why the heck did you pull me over?" It's like, all right, that dude has a regular life like me. I can't
And
imagine.
it,
I can imagine like having some bad help like happen at your house. Like you gotta
and then
fix
it
something.
turned into a Karen situation. Then they turn it,
Yes.
they label it a Karen. Like there was a Philly Karen. I don't know if you've seen the Philly Karen. The Philly
Mm.
Karen, some dude, Phillies hit a home run, and then like a guy gets the ball, like out of like
Yes,
a little,
see that.
he gives it to his son, and then this lady comes over and like buffs him for the ball, like, yo,
Yeah.
chill.
The perfect
And
Karen haircut too. Like it went down to here.
yep, yep. And
She
then
had a
they
fade.
luckily,
She got a two-tone haircut. Got a fade on it too. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Ooh, that man said, no trouble."
It's funny because my neighbor is Karen. Their name's Karen, and she's the nicest person in the world.
Yeah,
Like I love her. And she has wonderful kids. Like I talk to her all the time, and she sees me outside training hard. Like
yeah,
she's like, oh, I want to join too. And she you would never think anything. And I I remember when I first moved in, I was like, hey, is it a hard time being a Karen, Miss Karen these days? I call her Miss Karen, but yeah. I get by.
yeah.
And I'm like, man, that's so bad, man. But like we unite, and I love her to death, yo. So I know we're coming up on our time, bro, but this was a lot of cool topics that we
Mhm.
could always expand the thread and talk more on, any parting words here today?
Nah, man, peace and equality, and show love and respect everybody. You know, watch out for the wrong people, right? But I think majority of us are doing the right thing and really just trying to live and chill, bro. That's all we're trying to do. It's just these other people who are, you know, robbing cars and running the malls and just taking stuff, or trying to treat the police so bad, treat the fire department so bad. That's not what America is, and you know they do a great job for the most part. For what I see, I never see some reckless, but there probably are some out there that are reckless. But no, we're just trying to chill, man. So don't be in the media so much. You're like, oh, this is all I know. No, there's some good people out there and doing some great things out there. It just doesn't sell.
Yep, and this is that's well said, D. Trav, the Hall of Famer. Again, this is a this is a safe place. We touch a lot of great areas, but it's really great chilling. We want to be chilling, great chilling. Keep it GC, not PC. You feel me?
All right, thanks for having me.
Great chilling. Ah!
Yes, sir.